Monday Night Raw continues to be boring and bland for the most part. But Raw this week was okay at best, but still boring and bland nonetheless. So, we are going to discuss Monday Night Raw from February the 24th, 2025. An okay show. So, we kick the show off with Logan Paul. He comes out and he makes fun of the Ohio crowd. Logan Paul said that he punched his ticket to the Elimination Chamber this Saturday, where he's going to defeat 3 doorknobs, John Cena. And he promises to go on a main event WrestleMania, where he's going to face Cody Rhodes and defeat him and become the new face of the company. So CM Punk then comes out. Logan Paul wants to know why CM Punk has a problem with him. He said he's heard all the stuff that Punk has said online. Logan Paul thinks he knows why. It's because CM Punk is jealous that Logan Paul succeeds at everything that he does. All Punk has done is fell upwards. Then CM Punk retorts, and he says that he doesn't have a problem with Logan Paul because he doesn't know him well enough. This is about the Elimination Chamber. It's business. CM Punk says Logan Paul is a dime a dozen loudmouth kid who says dumb things for the shock of it. No character, no substance. The people deserve better. So Logan Paul then mocks CM Punk and he'll tell CM Punk what's bad business. When Punk came back, it was one of the greatest returns in history. Then he cracked under the pressure and tore his tricep. Punk couldn't handle the spotlight. That's why Logan Paul is here. He said, Logan Paul says that Punk is familiar to the people. It's Stone Cold, it's John Cena, it's CM Punk. That name changes. Now that Logan Paul's a full-timer, it's only a matter of time before they chant his name. So, CM Punk then says, why should the crowd chant his name? That being Logan Paul. Logan Paul said a lot of things wrong, but one thing he's right about is the name change. The names Paul mentioned are legends and history makers. Time and time again, under pressure, Paul claims CM Punk cracks under pressure. CM Punk makes history. CM Punk says that Logan Paul is a flash in the pan and won't be here long enough for the people to figure out or remember who he is. And at the Elimination Chamber, he'll eliminate Logan Paul as a receipt for eliminating him from the Royal Rumble. CM Punk will go to WrestleMania and face Cody Rhodes for the title. CM Punk will leave Las Vegas with the world title and make history. Logan Paul will be history and forgotten. CM Punk doesn't care if Cody Rhodes thinks he can sell his soul to beat him. Cody Rhodes will find out what Logan Paul sees on what Paul will see on Saturday. Punk is Satan himself in this business. Paul is a nobody. Like it. And they come face to face. Then Logan Paul slaps CM Punk. He runs away. He gets up the ramp and runs away. CM Punk then warns Logan Paul not to run while his legs still work. On Saturday, it's not just a ring. He's going to be locked in a cage with CM Punk. Logan Paul will find out while the crowd chants his name. So, that was pretty cool. This was an okay segment, but a little bit too long for my liking. Logan Paul he's good on the mic. It's just, he's got some work to do. And I think CM Punk should have easily destroyed Logan Paul on the mic big time. Because Logan Paul has a lot to learn. And, I don't see Logan Paul as a full-timer in the business. I just don't. He's good. He's a good heel and everything else. But do I see Logan Paul doing this long term? No. The guy's in his late 20s, early 30s at best. So no. I could see Logan Paul doing this for maybe like a good 4 or 5 more years and then go on to something else. Seriously. And I like Logan Paul. I think he's a serviceable heel, really good. Do I think he'll ever become a babyface in pro wrestling? No. I don't. I like, Logan Paul for his character work and all that stuff. But as a person, no. But this was okay. This is pretty cool. So they're teasing some stuff with, CM Punk and Logan Paul. That could be a feud that could lead into WrestleMania. We have to wait and see. But, yeah. Moving on. So, this leads us into the first match of the night. Ludwig Kaiser wins the triple threat. He defeats Pete Dunne and Penta. So, Penta has suffered his first loss, even though he didn't get pinned. Ludwig, he won. He hit his DDT finish for the 1-2-3. What's the purpose of this match? This match was a waste of fucking time. I don't understand what Triple H is doing. Like, what's the end game here? Nothing. And Penta is on main event too, which is not good. Penta's been there for what? Maybe about a month and some change, so almost a month and a half. And he's already on main event. Not good. Not good. Moving on. So, Rhea Ripley was backstage with Jackie Redmond. Rhea says that she'll have an eye on the Elimination Chamber match for the women. Rhea has never defeated Io Sky, but they haven't faced in 5 years. In those 5 years, Rhea has become the most dominant woman in WWE. She's beaten everyone who stepped up to her, from Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, to Liv Morgan. You name it. She's beaten them all. Next week, she'll add Io Sky's name to that list. Who really cares? Io walks up and speaks to her in Japanese, blah, blah, blah. Io says she'll beat Ripley next week, and she'll go on to WrestleMania as the new Women's World Champion. Not going to happen. This is okay, I guess. I really don't give a shit about this. Moving on, the New Day, they defeat the LWO, which is Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. I don't care about this at all. There's no end game to this. Like, they should have gone after the tag titles. Like, seriously, what are you doing with the New Day, Triple H? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So, post-match, the New Day, they beat up the LWO. Dragon Lee comes down. He makes a save, only briefly. And then the New Day are able to beat the shit out of Dragon Lee. And that was the end of the segment. Oh, boy. I don't know. I feel bad for Dragon Lee. I like him. At this point, just send him back down to NXT. Seriously. Like, NXT, they need some more talent. So just send Dragon Lee back down there for a while, please. Moving on. So, this leads us into Judgment Day. Finn Balor is constantly arguing back and forth with the Judgment Day. He argues with Dirty Dom. He argues a little bit with Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Liv tells him that they'll take care of their business and they're going to become the new women's tag team champions, in which they do. And Finn Balor says that he'll help. My bad. Finn Balor says that he'll help Dominic Mysterio to beat Braun Breaker. My bad. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. Moving on. So, Gunther, he shows up. He's in his ring attire. He gets on the mic. He says that he knows they can't contain their excitement because the greatest wrestler is competing tonight. Before he fights, he wants to talk about WrestleMania. When Jey Uso first picked him, For WrestleMania, he was so angry. Now he realizes he can end the Yeet Circus for good and embarrass Jey Uso. Today, he took the WrestleMania spirit and offered Adam Pearce the opportunity to get Gunther in the ring. And Gunther handpicks his opponent, and it's Akira Tozawa. Gunther then puts over Tozawa, saying that he's a good wrestler, but instead he's acting like a goof for the fans, just like Jey Uso. Tozawa has a chance to earn his respect, something Jey Uso will never get. And then Gunther shoves Tozawa, and then he puts Akira Tozawa to sleep with the sleeper hold, and then he beats up Otis afterwards as well. He puts Otis to sleep. So then Jey Uso comes out to make the save to a huge pop, and that was it. Who cares about this? Again, this is just more nonsense. I guess Gunther's going to be having little mini feuds with low-card talent until Mania. I don't give a shit about this. I don't. I really don't. Moving right along, this leads us into Dakota Kai being defeated by Lyra Valkyria. She retains the Women's Intercontinental Championship via the Nightwish. Who cares about... the Nightwing. Who cares? I feel bad for Lyra Valkyria. What is she going to be doing at WrestleMania? Maybe Becky Lynch shows up at the Chamber. Maybe they build Becky and Lyra on the main roster. So maybe that's what they'll do. I don't see Chelsea Green being on WrestleMania. I don't. I could see her probably competing on the Go Home show on SmackDown. The Go Home before WrestleMania, that one. But I don't see Chelsea Green actually being on pay-per-view for Mania, whether it be night 1 or night 2. I just don't see it, unless they end up doing a pre-show and they have a couple matches on the card there. But other than that, I don't see her defending the title on the main on the WrestleMania main card. I just don't. But maybe they'll bring Becky Lynch back at the Chamber, and maybe they'll end up working out a program between Lyra and Becky. I have to wait and see. Moving on, so Sami Zayn had a backstage interview with Jackie Redmond, and Sami Zayn said that he went to Kevin Owens' house. He saw Kevin Owens' mom. He said that she was in good spirits. Sami Zayn went home and was ashamed of himself. Sami Zayn couldn't recognize himself after going to Kevin Owens' house with bad intentions. As much as Sami Zayn didn't recognize himself, he doesn't recognize Kevin Owens. They've gone down this road before, but now he's unsure what he's capable of. He also doesn't know what Kevin Owens is capable of. A lot of people are looking forward to this match. He understands why WWE didn't sanction it, because his neck isn't where he wants it to be. But they should be worried about what he does to Kevin Owens. This is going to be a war. It's going to be insane. Everything they've done to each other over the years, it'll be worse. It's going to be a bad time for both of them, but especially for Kevin Owens. And then Sami Zayn hopes that Kevin Owens is ready. Okay, this is good. I'm kind of interested in this. Kind of. It seems like Sami Zayn kind of has a heart. He really doesn't want to put Kevin Owens down in the dirt, but he must. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But I'll talk about more of that when I do the preview and predictions for Elimination Chamber. Moving on. So, Dirty Dom versus Braun Breaker versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. So, Braun Breaker retains his title via DQ. Because Carlito gets involved, Braun Breaker then spears Carlito. Then Finn Balor, he stares down Braun Breaker. The two of them stare down. And then Braun Breaker stares down Finn Balor, who has a steel chair. And Finn Balor just cautiously dips out. This is fine, I guess, but what are they going to do with Braun Breaker? Is it going to be some type of fatal four-way? I mean, he's been staring down Penta. He stared down AJ Styles a couple times. He actually almost speared AJ last week, but he, knocked down Dirty Dom. What the fuck are you doing with Braun Breaker, Triple H? I mean, it's good that he's on the show and everything else. That's great. But what's the end game with Braun Breaker? Seriously. Come on. Moving on. So, the Creed brothers, they celebrate with Ivy Nile. They're basically saying that they're going to win Tag Team Gold next week. And then they have a little brawl with the War Raiders. Who cares about this? I forgot to mention Ivy Nile did attack Lyra Valkyria after she defeated Dakota Kai, but she also took out Dakota Kai in the process as well. Who gives a shit? It's fine, I guess. Moving on. So, Cody Rhodes comes out next. Excuse me. He puts over the Cincinnati crowd. Cody Rhodes says that he can read the lines. Cody Rhodes says that he can read between the lines and understand the offer that The Rock made to him. He said it's good guy 1-on-1, not to lie to the crowd. He said he's never lied to them and he won't start now. He wants them to know, as he heads towards another main event at WrestleMania, that he's incredibly blessed. He's not a team of one. He has a decision to make at the Elimination Chamber. It doesn't affect him alone. It affects his wife, his daughter, his sister, his wrestling school, the Nightmare Factory, his students, his nephews, and his mom, as well as a memory of his father, who worked into his 60s on the independent circuit, bleeding and breaking his body to make ends meet. Cody said he's not going to end up, he doesn't want it to end up, my bad. Cody doesn't want that to for his own future. Everyone knows that he's going to scratch and claw to get it. But The Rock is offering him not to have to do that. So Seth Rollins comes out. Seth Rollins mentions their history that happened at WrestleMania 40. He says last time they were in the ring, it was at WrestleMania 40. He said that he'd love to look Cody Rhodes in the eye and tell him that he's proud of him, but he can't. He said that's not why he's out here. He said he was asking Cody what the hell was he thinking after thinking about the offer from Friday. He said nearly a year ago they stood side by side to fight against the Bloodline, against Roman Reigns and The Rock. The Rock is back now, asking Cody Rhodes to be a champion and sell his soul. He said the fact that he didn't slap The Rock on the spot is a slap in the face of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins warns Cody Rhodes not to make him regret everything he sacrificed to help Cody Rhodes win the WWE Championship. And so Seth Rollins asked Cody, is that title a burden to him? Because if it is, he can take it off his hands. So Cody Rhodes says that The Rock came to SmackDown to ask for his soul because he knows that Seth Rollins' soul was compromised. Seth Rollins shook Cody Rhodes' hands before he went off to surgery. Before he hit him in the back with a sledgehammer. Cody Rhodes knows who Seth Rollins is. He's the one who ended the Shield. He's the one that ended up saddling up to the Authority and running guys out like Cody Rhodes of WWE. Cody Rhodes knows that Seth Rollins was his shit at WrestleMania 40. He said that Seth Rollins was the MVP of WrestleMania 40 by helping Cody defeat Roman Reigns. So Seth Rollins says he's not here to judge Cody. Maybe in some way he's out there to protect Cody from making the same mistakes he made years ago. Those mistakes stay with you. Seth Rollins has been filled with hate. Sometimes it's pointed in the right direction at guys like Roman Reigns and CM Punk. But Seth Rollins doesn't want to hate Cody Rhodes and tells him not to make him hate him. He knows that Cody Rhodes is a grown man and he can do what he wants. Rollins is going to go to the Elimination Chamber and he's going to win. The man he wants to face at WrestleMania isn't as slow as Cody Rhodes. He wants to face the Cody Rhodes who beat him at WrestleMania 38, who took him to his limit and wrestled with one peck inside a Hell in a Cell. He wants the Cody Rhodes who helped him win the title at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins isn't coming for his soul, but he's coming for his title. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Really good promo there, back and forth. Great stuff there. I like that. That was a really good segment of the show. That, along with CM Punk and Logan Paul. So, yeah. This makes sense. I'm still thinking what they're gonna do with Seth Rollins. I think since Triple H is now in control and in charge, I wouldn't be shocked if they bring back Aleister Black at the Chamber, and maybe he takes out Seth Rollins. I don't know. It all depends, but this is a pretty good little stare down here. Pretty good little promo here. So I do like that. It's interesting. Main event. No, my bad. Jey Uso checks on Akira Tozawa in the training room. So he's confronted by A-Town Down Under. They mock Jey Uso, and Grayson Waller said that he's not on Gunther's level. And then Austin Theory was about to yeet. And him and Grayson Waller, they kind of got into it a little bit. And then Jay super kicked Grayson Waller. Okay, that's cool. I kind of wish that they would just break up Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. This shit's been going on for about well over 5 months. Way too long. Main event of the evening. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. They defeated Naomi and Bianca Belair to become the new women's tag team champions. Cool. Really good stuff there. The match was solid. A bunch of good near falls and everything. So basically, the finish happened when Naomi was on the top rope, and Raquel grabbed Naomi's knee, threw it into the ring post, and then she shoved she shoved Naomi off the top rope, and Liv Morgan pinned her for the 1, 2, 3. Makes sense. So it seems like they're going to turn Naomi since she took the pinfall here. It makes sense. I doubt if they're going to turn Bianca. There's no need to turn Bianca. Jade Cargill has got to show up at the Elimination Chamber. She's got to. If she doesn't, then this storyline is all for naught. And it has been for quite some time. But Jade Cargill has got to show up on Saturday at the Chamber. And something has to happen. Either she takes out both Bianca and Naomi, or she attacks one of them post-match or whatever, post-Chamber. I don't know, but we got to do something with this. But all in all, Monday Night Raw was still boring, but it was okay to an extent. I like the CM Punk Logan Paul stuff. That was okay. Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, that was a really strong segment there. And the tag match for the main event was okay. But what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.